Good evening, wet shavers. How are we all doing? You alright? Mike Challoner here with another shaving video. Just because I thought I'd do one today because I made, as some of you may well have seen, I made some aftershave. It's gone slightly less minging in colour and texture as it was. It's still a little bit milky, shall we say. But I thought I'd give that a whirl this afternoon so you can actually see my skin peel off right in front of your eyes in glorious HD. Although when I compress it probably won't be in HD. Moving on. So tonight's shave is going to be some Perazzo pre-shave. Third use of this stuff. And feelings are, it's not bad. It's very mentholy. I knew that before I bought it. But I just feel that it sort of overpowers some of the other scents and stuff. So you're better off, probably better off using it with your likes of your Mitchell's Wolf Fat or your Edwin Jagger soaps or your Palm Olive, something that's not heavily scented, because it might actually clash with some of your stronger scented soaps. Saying that, I am going to give it a bash with the GF Trumpers Eucharist. I'm going to use the rest of that off tonight. I'm going to use it in conjunction with this boar brush. This, I nearly said bad boy. I'm not going to say bad boy because I say it all the time. Don't actually say it unless I'm making shaving videos. This thing, which cost a whopping 60p from Wilkinson's. I'm just going to show you how well it performs in relation to some of your more expensive boar brushes. And then the big reveal, save the best till last, is my lavender scented aftershave. Now, I did check with the missus, it's not just me because I've made it that just thinks it's nice. My missus has actually got quite a keen nose and she said that it smells really, really good. So we're going to give it a bash. I already got the pre-shave on, that's soaked nicely into the skin. So I'll get the Eucharist Trumpers stuff off. Nice generous dollop of that. Probably got enough for one shave left in there. So people who are thinking about buying the Trumpers sample packs, you get about 3 shaves out of each one, and these are about half a dozen shaves. You know, there's about 7 or 8 samples, so you've got enough there for 20-25 shaves overall. So you can't complain. Plus you've got all the aftershaves. So if you're shaving every day, you get 3-4 weeks worth of aftershaves, aftershaves and creams for £8. Plus the bag it comes in is absolutely awesome. So I'm just lathering up now with the with that mini brush. Alright, as you can see, alright, it lathers up pretty damn well. It doesn't have anywhere near the coverage of like a massive, 26, 28mm loft brush, with a knot that sort of size. But I mean, it's not as if I'm struggling to get decent face coverage with it, and it's not really scratchy. I'm not going to say it's soft. It's not, it's not going to impair your badger brushes, but I like a bit of scratchiness. The whole point of a brush, one of the reasons you're using a brush, is to exfoliate your skin, and this certainly does a good job of that. But it's not scratchy at all. Not scratchy really. If it is, if you find it scratchy, I think you need to man up a bit because you're a girly boy. I'm just going to do a quick one-pass shave today because I did one 2-3 days ago. I filmed it and it was 18 minutes long, and I'm not being funny, but the first thing I check if I'm watching somebody else's video is the length of it, and if it's more than 15 minutes, I know for a fact I'm not going to watch it in its entirety. I'll watch the start, and then I'm going to skip huge swathes of your video and watch the end of it as well. Since I had the internet and everything, I have the attention span of a gnat. I remember when I used to read books. That doesn't happen anymore, because with the internet I think my attention span has dwindled to about 15 minutes. I really worry. I worry about Isaac sometimes, my lad. I think he's going to have the attention span of like a 2-month-old puppy when he's an adult, because that's the way society's going. I worry for the youth of today. I don't mean in a sort of in a morality sense or anything like that. I think there are good and bad in every generation, but in terms of sitting down and you know, being able to concentrate on one thing for, you know, 2-3 hours at a time at a stretch, or to get involved with something which is, you know, the rewards aren't immediate, I find it increasingly difficult. So you can probably hear my missus making, you know, cooing noises to him in the background, because they're in the bedroom, rolling their eyes at his dad, going, what a sad kid he is. For those of you who haven't seen my videos before, it's the Wade and Butcher Restore. I didn't get it made, I got it restored. But it's an absolutely superb razor. I have noticed I had a shave with one of my holograms. I think it was it wasn't the Gotter, it was the 6/8 one. Sheffield Steel again, but more of a no name brand thing. Oh, I know, it's a T. Renshaw. Obviously a little less prestigious than Wade and Butcher. No, you know, not that I'm just necessarily going for the label. When I bought the Wade and Butcher, I bought it because it was a wedge primarily, which means the end of it's shaped differently. But this is leagues. In terms of the shave you get, this is leagues ahead. It's brilliant. I had to go with the Vosshods and a Fat Handle Tech, and that gave me an unbelievable shave. It was absolutely superb. Really enjoyed it. The first time I'd used a double-edged razor in a while, and it was fantastic. And I would have said it's probably the best double-edged safety razor shave I've had, which again are leaps and bounds above anything I ever had with the cartridge. But this just, I don't know, it might still be a phase. We've got a bit of a weeper there as well, dearie me. That's a bit of a nasty nick, that. Too busy gassing, compared to, sorry, lost my train of thought there. But there is something about using a straight which is just absolutely superb. I did say one pass. I'm not going to look at the time, because I'm pretty sure I've got a few minutes left, so I'll just do another pass on the neck. It's not a full 2 days growth this anyway. I've not got the thickest beard in the world. Doesn't always grow the quickest, and I shaved less than 2 days ago, so it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? It's not as if the face is looking like a Yeti's bum or anything. Although that, off one pass, is, whilst I'm not going to claim it's baby butt smooth, it's, you know, it's socially acceptable after one pass. So I'm just going to soak the neck and just try and do a little bit more. Ooh, dearie me. Definitely got a bit of a nick there. I don't know if you can see it, very unprofessional of me. Here's me singing the virtues of straight razor shaving, and I nick myself to buggery. Now, again, you can see that's only held enough lather for one pass. I'm going to dig out a little bit more shaving cream on there. I'm only doing my neck, so I just need a touch. Alright, so whilst I'm saying it's not going to be your favourite brush, this is definitely something that if you went, you know, camping for the weekend and you got yourself a Wilkinson sword, classic, a couple of, you know, a pack of cheap blades and this thing, you're going to get a kit there that you can use, so you don't have to revert back to cartridges or whatever, or disposables, and you've got something there you can bang a bit of Arco or palm olive or whatever your cream of choice or soap of choice is there with absolutely no bother. I used it as well to lather up some I think the Edwin Jagger aloe vera, and it lathered it up an absolute storm. In hindsight, I probably should have shown you that soap. Alright, that's that side. And that's the other side. I'll just get rid of this little bit here. Oh dear, got another nick there. See how much blood comes out of that in a second. Middle fault for rushing. I did contemplate for overall of about 30 seconds doing a speed run shave with a straight, but I thought that's going to end badly. I thought I quite like my ears attached to my face, so I'm not going to attempt that because Brian Davis posted a video of him shaving with a slant and getting a full 3-pass shave in well under 5 minutes, which was pretty impressive actually, I must say. I was quite impressed with that. I'm impressed with the level of strokes he takes. He takes the razor right from one side of his face and goes right across there with gay abandon. It was pretty impressive. So, right, I'm done. All that's left with this one is... Alright, I'm just going to bang a bit of the aftershave on now. Like I said, I posted it up last night. There's a splash of glycerin, a tiny bit of water, generous swig of witch hazel and a couple of drops of lavender essential oil and some white rum. So just the top of that as well for the alcoholic purposes of it as well, and a bit of the scent. So I'm going to give it a quick shake. Smell, again, just smells very much like a bit of rum and lavender oil mixed together, and it's delicious. I'm just going to pour a bit of that out. Now this should be fun on that little nick I got next to my beard. Actually, that doesn't sting anywhere near as much. It feels very, very similar to the witch hazel stuff. Obviously, that is the primary ingredient, and it's just got some lavender on it to take some of that stink of the witch hazel off. Yeah, you can get away. That's not stinging that little nick I got at all, so I'm going to splash a little bit more on. I'll put it in the comments what my missus thinks of it when it's actually applied to the skin. She stick her nose in the jar and she said it's nice, but it's very overpowering when you stick your nose in a full jar and give it get a big lungful of it. But yeah, that's me. Like I say guys, sorry it was rushed, but I don't see the point in me nattering on for 20 minutes, half an hour, you know, because nobody gives them that much of a shit. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to myself. Nobody's gonna watch my videos if they're 25-30 minutes, but I think 10 minutes or whatever to watch a guy having a quick shave is not too much to ask. Right guys, like I say, I'll put my thoughts up in the comments on the shave group to let you know my thoughts on the lavender long term. Hope you enjoyed it guys, take care, see you soon.